After 3 days of competitive cricket, Nottinghamshire and Somerset played out a rather dull draw to end the LV County Championship season at Trent Bridge on a day where it was confirmed that Jos Buttler's time as a Somerset player is at an end. There was a chance of setting up a game as the final day got underway, with the home side on 139 for 3 for a lead of 173. On a lovely late summer's day in Nottingham, James Taylor looked to finish the season on a high. He possibly had a point to prove after missing out on the England touring parties this winter. He recorded his 7th 50-plus score of the championship season, with his last one coming off 111 balls as he got there with his 9th 4. Taylor can be fairly proud of his season, even if his efforts haven't been rewarded with any more international call-ups. He'd taken the score to 200 and the lead to 234 when his partner, Samit Patel, edged a back-foot drive off Lewis Gregory to the only slip. Patel was out for 29, and that precipitated a collapse. David Huss's final ever innings for Notts ended quickly. He was out third ball to a shot which definitely had an end-of-season feel about it. Taylor's innings was ended in Alphonso Thomas's next over, another rather loose shot offering Craig Kieswetter a catch. The game had suddenly stalled for Notts. In 11 overs they scored only 10 runs and lost 4 wickets, the latest being that of Paul Franks, who edged to Buttler at slip to give Thomas another scalp in what was a fine spell from him. One thing that Notts did learn from this match is that in Brett Hutton they have a man who can bat in the lower order. He was included in this side instead of the injured Andre Adams, a man who is clearly coming to an end of his career before too long. This was Hutton's first chance in the championship, and he looked impressive in both innings with the bat. He helped his side recover from their pre-lunch blues as he put on a good partnership with Chris Reed. The highly respected Nottinghamshire captain has had a season to forget with the bat for a man who has been so reliable over a number of seasons now. At least he was able to finish with a bit of a flourish as he put on 75 runs with Hutton. The second new ball did for the debutant, who was bowled by Jamie Overton for a sprightly 42. He left with the game going nowhere now, with Nottinghamshire on 285 for 8. Reed at least used the time left to reach a 50 for only the second time in Championship cricket this summer. He of course will be remembered for his performance at Lord's last weekend, and he won't forget lifting the Yorkshire Bank 40 trophy for some time to come. This half-century had occupied 96 balls, that being his 8th 4. The innings was then ended by Peter Trigo. A fine catch from Kieswetter ended Luke Fletcher's brief knock. And 3 balls later, Trigo bowled Harry Gurney as Notts were all out for 298, with Reed, who announced at the end of the day that he will be staying at the county, unbeaten on 52. Somerset had been left with a target of 333, but really it was now all about batting out time to end the season. Marcus Trescothick will be glad that his summer is over. He again made a start as he and Chris Jones opened up with a stand of 38 for the first wicket. But for the first time since 1998, Trescothick went through a first-class summer without 100. His final knock of 2013 had brought him 14 runs before he clubbed Hutton to Taylor. It was a disappointing end to the season for Patel as well. He needed 1 wicket to finish as the FTI Most Valuable Player of the Year, but instead he found Jones in good nick. That award went to Moeen Ali instead, as Jones saw off Patel to reach a 50 for him to end the season on a high. He ended this match a few moments later with 55 runs to his name, as Somerset finished on 101 for 1 as the game was drawn, Notts taking 11 points to Somerset's 10. That left both sides on the same number of points, just as they did when Nottinghamshire pinched the title back in 2010. For them to do that again, work has to be done on their bowling attack in the winter, while Somerset will put their troubles of this season down to a period of transition behind the scenes.